I'm WaffleStick, and welcome back to the WayStone Season 4, Episode 19. We made it out of the teens, and I think it is time to go check the Christmas presents, because Fos had added some for us to check into. Oh, yes. I wouldn't mind if I did. Just go check one of these chests to see what we've got. Ooh, I'm excited. So we've got a few other presents that we had claimed already, and let's see how far everyone's gotten on our presents. It looks like there was one claim there. So let's see here. We've got gifts from Fos. Looking through, it looks like mine is right here. Super awesome. And we've got a few different things like, ooh, blaze heads. I've been wanting one of those. That's super cool to add into my collection because I don't have any. And of course, fireworks is always a good thing to have with some eggs. Which, you know, I need to make a chicken farm soon. I hate to say it. I need to make some kind of egg farm because I don't have anything to do with chickens this season. And we've got a bank voucher, 5 Waybucks. So we got something going on in the background with that, which we need to get done pretty soon. A dragon egg. That's nice too. I don't have a dragon egg. Of all things, I don't have one. So you gave me all the things I don't have. Even got the goal, which is really cool. I'll put this with my other shulker boxes because I go over to the deserts and collect some sands. I've actually got to work on a glass project further down in my base area. Well, my mining area over at the desert is getting pretty big. And I think that will be just about it. Just gotta collect another stack to put in the shulker box. Yeah, that should do pretty well. I've got sandstone in my inventory too. That gets kind of annoying, but yeah, look how big it is. I mean, it's stretching out. This is probably the most I've collected in one area, and it's just kind of shocking to see how much sand I go through per season if I use a lot of glass. So let me put away the sandstone so I don't have to worry about that. I've got like a little temporary setup. I don't know, it's just to get away from all the creatures at night. And so let's see how much this fills up, because my shovel cannot handle much more. It's only got 67 uses left for Unbreaking 3. This might just filled up though. Ooh, are we in luck? We are. I've filled it completely up. I could just put the rest in my inventory. I'm going to actually use this for the bottom of the base. So on the outsides, I'm trying to encircle it so it's like a big glass square. We can have a more open base area. And that's why I'm collecting all this sand. I've got a bunch of light blue glass already. So I've just been kind of saving it up to work on that area. Whoa, yeah, that is getting pretty big. That's a pretty good chunk of sand. A lot of hours spent over here in the desert. Oh, man. Since we're on our way back to base, just thought to drop over at the Enderman farm and mend up the shovel. And this place is so loud. And if this isn't noisy enough, we've got the droppers. They get really loud. Listen, if this isn't the most satisfying thing, what is? Oh, that feels amazing. That is gold. It is just gold seeping out of the wall. Oh, we're getting all that glass, getting it stored away. For today's project, I was actually wanting to work on a couple of things at the base area, so let's head up to the top and I'll show you what's going on. I think I made some changes. Yeah, I made some changes. I don't think I showed this on camera. Done this tower last episode. Yeah, so I've done this off camera. And trying to get this area kind of filled in before I start other projects, because there's going to be, you know, a few more buildings going in and maybe some terraforming. Got this bridge in. Ooh, this is cool. Just kind of seeps into the next island and you can kind of walk around. It's nice. I think it looks good. Heading over to base though, we have to work on the top. Yeah, we got to get that one figured out because it's completely open to the sky, which may be fine. It may be okay, but I need to do something with these corners to help round off all of those arches that are meeting up. And I wanted to allocate a little bit of time to this down here. I might have shown you. Gotta keep working on this. We got a bunch of light blue glass, so we might have a pretty good head start on that project. I'm not absolutely sure on that. Let's check. I think I put a bunch of it away, but I thought I used it for something else. Maybe not. Oh yeah, I can't even get in here without having to go through my base. Let us see. We've got pretty clear, which is, oh yeah, that is a bunch of light blue stained glass. I've got a bunch of backstock. I got 2 double chests and about 10 stacks with some cyan stained glass. Hey, we're gonna be pretty good to rolling on this project. I think first I'm gonna start working on the ocean project, and then we'll get to the topper here in a moment. In all honesty, this is probably the most boringest project I've ever done. This is all I've been doing at a very slow rate. I've noticed that I don't have Depth Strider 3. That could fix things if we get it. Maybe we should pay a visit to Lifter's shop and see if he has any. You know what? I'm going to make use of my villager trading system. I've got a Depth Strider villager. 20 emeralds. I've got that in a book. We should be good to roll on that. So let's check him out. He is right here. Mr. Depth Strider, hi. I'd like to trade with you, good sir. There it is there. 20 emeralds with a book. Ah, that feels good. And I could just use this anvil over here and we'll be good to roll. Now that is what I'm talking about. Never take Depth Strider 3 for granted ever again. This is amazing. Compared to the speed I was going. Oh no. Kelp keeps getting in my way. I've noticed that. It's terrible. Did I place down? Yeah, I did. I placed on top of that kelp. I'm just going to continue this mess for a while. Might open up some Twitch, watch some live streams, see how that goes. Just basically just placing blocks. I'm not even going to do a time lapse on this because it's really boring. Really boring. That was some work. That was some labor. Now it's just the matter of getting some sponges in here to clear out all of that water. And it's going to be difficult once we get closer to the wall. But once this is cleared out, then we can take down the sand walls and this place will look glorious. I cannot wait. I should probably sleep. Haven't really been worried. You know what? I have not seen a drown. I only seen one drowned the whole time I was doing that. Really odd. I've only seen one. I don't get it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and roll a time lapse for the sponge placement because that's where the real work is gonna be. Listen, I want to give you a life lesson. Don't ever do this. If you have a guardian farm, don't ever try to place in a bunch of blocks around it and then clearing the water around it, because it is a major hassle. It is so tedious. It's took me such a long time just to clear out this segment, only this segment, that's it. I mean, it doesn't look very big, but when you're standing in the middle of it, yeah, you can kind of see what I mean. I mean, if you're standing like right here, it's a pretty big space to clear of water, and if you were to go into the water in one of these pockets, which I haven't even gotten to, that's a lot to clear out. Especially when you get down here and you gotta get your sponges on the wall and you gotta climb back up and get those. Whew, man, that was a lot of work. I've been trying to clear out that wall a little bit just so we can see though. The one good perk about this is it looks super cool. Like if you were just kind of stand inside of the base and look out, you see all of that blue and all of the work. I mean, it looks rather massive when you're looking inside this base area. Look at that. That looks pretty big. And we still got to do a lot of work on the bottom. We got to do the Victorian City, and I've got to implement some of those suggestions made at the beginning of the season. So I'm sorry if it's taking me some time to get there, but at some point we will be down here. We'll be working in this area, and we don't have too much further really. Just got to clean out that big brick we've got just kind of laying there in the middle. We gotta take out all of this obsidian, but we're on like Y18 down there, so I don't want to go too low, just in case we do some farms. I want to have some spacing, because I hate to get into bedrock and start implementing redstone. That is a pain of its own. And in the meantime, I have done just a little bit of work on the top, not really any work, honestly. It's just curving off these corners and implementing the prismarine recommended by Ancient Miner, and also Pickle had recommended that I do some kind of fancy curves on the side. I think he had a more fancy idea in mind, but I just kept it simple because I tried different curves, and this seems to be what worked out most. So I'm going to keep it, put in some sea lanterns, and I wanted to get on something else in today's episode, aside from all of this. So I got to looking at some of the projects at base, and unfortunately we have bigger projects that I'm not going to be able to get to today. And in order to do the smaller projects, I got to get these bigger projects out of the way to clear space so we can fit in some stuff. I was going to show this off. I don't know if I did or not. I needed some string for making some redstone. So real quick, I made a spider farm. And right here it is. Wow. It's really hidden. So I'm not down here much, but whenever I am, I just sit here and AFK, get all the string I need. This is one of the most reliable designs that I've ever used. I used it in WayStone Season 2. There's a dual spawner. I think there is one cave spider. And is there one regular? No, it's 2 cave spiders, I believe. They just go down. They die from these magma cubes or magma blocks. And then I get string. I got a bunch in here. I need to come in here and start collecting. It's just got like a hopper system in the back. You've got a maintenance hatch. We can see all the redstone in action. I just forgot about this. I didn't know if I showed it off, so I don't think I did. We might go over to spawn and check on everything to make sure it's good. And for some reason, this isn't working. I think I've got it shut off. Just an item elevator. So it should be a lever right here. There we go. I want to make sure this is operating anyways, because I think I got back here and started messing around not too long ago and haven't checked on the status of it. Come on, Hopper. Come back this way. Yeah, it's still working. We're all good. Let's head over to spawn and check our shops and also our mailbox just to make sure that's good. And we'll be ready to roll. If you don't watch an Ericath, I highly recommend you go over to this channel and check out what he's doing with the Nether Hub. It's just insane. So much space to fill in. Alright, so let's check out Tide. Any diamonds in the sea lantern chest? No, but it's fully stocked. And no one's been over here since. Aw, no, that's disappointing. No. Losing streak when it comes to the WayStone. I don't know if there's been a lot of people on for the previous couple of weeks. We could check our mailbox, we can check the ink shop, and then we could check Ranger Tactical. We've got some runs to make. I actually haven't even checked since last episode, so be good to get this out of the way. Mr. Chicken, move out of the way. There's freaking chickens everywhere. All due to this stupid chicken farm. Egg collector, lifter running around throwing them. Spawning chickens. Nothing. Huh. It has been slightly inactive, I guess, in the background. So let's check out the Blacker Market. Hopefully we sold some ink sacks. Whoa, it's laggy. This will really lag too. It always scares me because of that lag. I mean, it wouldn't even bother me if I just fell down, not worried about hitting the glass, but every time... Oh, this is... Ooh. This host should be running okay. There we go. We're good. No diamonds there. That's disappointing. I was kind of hoping to get some. Can't be a monopolizer every day, though. Let's go up this way and head to Ranger Tactical. I don't think I have any other shops. Sometimes I just put up like little booths every now and then on some seasons, and I keep forgetting that I don't do that on this season. I think it was more of a season 3 thing because Jados had run around and placed those booths everywhere. And everyone was using them. Ah. That's weird. The server should not be lagging this much. Let's go back into it. Loading terrain. Alright, and cannot fly still. Alright, well we'll run there. Gotta use this path work somehow. I would really like to see some expansion on some of these starter areas. I gotta do some work as spawn because I feel like I'm in this cycle where I'm doing community projects, I'm working on the Frontier Islands, and I'm working on the base. And at the base, we're kind of at a point where we're stuck. We gotta do those bigger projects to get to the smaller ones, and it's gonna be a lot of work. I gotta dig out all that stone. I gotta do all the water clearing, because once we do the water clearing, we can start implementing some farms in the side of it. So let's see, Ranger Tactical. Don't think I would make any sales here, but it never hurts to check. None. Well, somewhat inactive, but you know, making progress in the world. But I think that's going to be about it for today's episode, guys. Hope you did enjoy watching. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next episode.